evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. Today we have Twisted Wonderland as we do the second part of the Radiant Reenactment event, where we've got to figure out how our princesses are going to get out of this tower. So yeah, last time a number of good friends got stuck in the library. They can't escape. They've decided that reenacting the tale of the princess in the tower is how they're going to do this. And my my preview over here on YouTube is finally working. It was just sat there loading, and I was like, I don't know if this stream is working, but I guess it is working. Because I can finally actually see my own preview. Hello, Nick. 18 chapters? Understood. I assume there will also be a twist tune in there, given that the stamp missions require twist tunes in this half. I keep getting the little loading circle thing in my preview. It is still working, really, right? Right? Also, hopefully I have fixed the staticky noise issue just by replacing the cable. I'm still live. Good. YouTube just wants to confuse me. That's great. So, your next plan is to replicate the actions of the princess in the tower? Yes, sir. We'll carry out the princess's routine based on depictions of her life in the tower. If the library's access points remain sealed when we escape, we are also prepared to reenact the story's lantern scene. We'll take a boat out to sea and look at countless lanterns in the sky. I see. You would conduct a complete reenactment of the tale? That's an excellent idea. If there was a possibility the library would have remained inaccessible indefinitely, I would have been forced to keep you all in the library as checkout desk employees. How is that funny? That was too close. To reenact the events in The Princess in the Tower, we'll need to be provided with the items needed to follow the princess's routine, as well as extra people to make lanterns, light them, and send them into the sky. And a boat to take us out to sea. Could you please make the necessary arrangements? Very well. I'll send a school-wide message. Do you really think a message will be enough, sir? If it were me, I wouldn't bother chipping in here. Too much of a hassle. Oh, Howl, what a sad thing to say. You need the spirit of cooperativeness to lead an enriching student life. Headmage, are you aware what school this is? Headmage. Furthermore, I am adding a certain postscript. That students who assist in solving this problem will be given full credit for attendance today, with a possibility of extra credit. Students with a dangerous number of absences and those wanting better grades will surely jump at this chance. Okay, that sounds more promising. Yeah, you can always count on our students to work for their own self-interests. Yes, indeed. We'll have Kalla and Grim reach out to students individually as well, just to be on the safe side. Thank you very much. I'm specifying in my message that items can only be exchanged through one window, so everyone knows to ride brooms up to bring you what you need. There's no telling who will visit, so do be sure to keep an eye on that window. There's always a chance the invisible wall will suddenly end up gone, so also be sure not to lean out of it. Agreed. And even if you can pass through that invisible wall, do not climb down. But that would be appropriate to the story, Head Mage. I expect all of you to adhere strictly to that rule, no matter what circumstances arise. Yes, sir. I'll continue looking into other approaches. Oh, yes. Professor Train, I have a favour to ask. Would you mind coming with me? All right. I believe you can take it from here, Rosehearts. Yes, sir. Ooh, what are they up to do? Ooh, ooh. Dee-dee-dee. Deuce card.
一刻も早く図書館から脱出しないと。このままじゃ課題の提出が間に合わない。
Deuce, why are you not working on your assignments while you're in the library? Did you not bring your books? Okay, now that we've got the head mage's permission, let's get to work. That's Warden Riddle. Where do we start? The head mage sent a message out, but it should be a while yet before any supplies start to arrive. Let's take care of whatever tasks we can with the things we have on hand. Cleaning, mostly, right? Cleaning and reading. Wait, we already did that, didn't we? We have about 12 hours until midnight, but we should make certain to use our time effectively. We could play hide and seek, right? We can clean, too. I turned up a bucket and mop when I was looking for brooms. I don't think you missed that much, Nick. The head mage and the professor have gone off to do something. And hopefully students will be bringing us stuff. After that, we can exercise. We also need to make sure we're watching outside in case anyone... That's Vargas, right? Boys! Ah! Did I startle you again? Almost gave me a heart attack. No kidding. Wasn't expecting someone to climb up the wall instead of using a broom. The thief in the story climbed the tower by jabbing arrows into the wall. But check this out. I made it up to you guys using nothing but my own muscles. Shame that invisible wall's keeping me from getting inside. I would assume Vargas can use a broom given that he teaches flying lessons. I would assume he would have to know how to... Well, I guess I guess he wouldn't necessarily have to be able to do it himself, just know how to do it, I guess. But the point stands! I'm way more impressive than the thief who snuck into the tower! Coach, did you climb up here to compete with the thief in the story? What? Of course not! I came to bring you this. Rope? Yep. Hal was talking about doing exercise earlier, right? Glad I made a timely arrival. Are we gonna skip? If you're going to follow in the princess's footsteps, you can't leave out her daily exercise. Climbing. Climbing? We're pretty familiar with the tale of the princess in the tower back where I'm from in the Shaftlands. The room she lived in had a really high ceiling, which made it great for daily climbing. Though, looking at you boys now, maybe you don't need any rope. After all, the princess didn't use any. Instead, she used her long, lovingly maintained... Coach Vargas! Head mage! Could you please refrain from climbing the walls of the library? I was very emphatic with these 4 gentlemen just now that they shouldn't climb out of the window. It's too dangerous. How can a teacher do something even more dangerous? What if some impressionable student tries to imitate you? Somehow, I doubt anyone could possibly imitate Coach Vargas. Besides, there's still a great deal of work to be done. Get down from there now! Quickly! Careful, it's even more dangerous if you tug at me. No, seriously. Remember, kids, climbing, and make sure you warm up first. What was that about? That was exciting. Exercise is pretty vague on its own. He shared some useful specifics there. The rope Coach Vargas brought us seems strong enough to me. Once we're done with hide and seek and cleaning, let's try some climbing. Just gotta find something solid enough to loop the other end around, right? That's the most important part. That takes care of reading, sewing, hide and seek, cleaning, and exercise. Is our PE wear dry yet? It sure is. See? House Warden Riddle's magic came in clutch. Everything's all soft and fresh now. Okay, that's the laundry done. All thanks to my dorm's card soldiers delivering supplies promptly under Trey's direction. I wasn't expecting the first thing they'd bring to be detergent. We always have plenty on hand in our dorm to deal with the aftermath of rose painting. Speaking of which, they brought us paint as well. We can start painting whenever we're ready. I still can't believe the House Warden gave us permission to paint in the library. I'm amazed you talked him into it. He gave us a bunch of warnings, though. We can't mess up the books, and we have to wash off everything we painted once we get out. Those are perfectly reasonable measures to take in a library. we shouldn't risk damaging any books if we paint this section of wall. It's been a long time since I painted a wall. I feel kind of tense. Is the last time that Deuce painted a wall, was it graffiti? Oh, you've done this before? Yeah, I'd use spray paint to... Oh, wait, no! It was graffiti. I paint the roses a lot, so I'm used to working with a brush. You can count on me. Our books had an illustration of the princess's wall mural. We should probably use that for reference, right? Yes, it's much more expedient to use a reference than to think up a composition from scratch. It's also a sound way to ensure that all four of us are on the same page as we work. Deuce, would you mind painting this section of the wall the colour of the night sky? Yes, House Warden. Once that's done, we can use it as the backdrop and add lots of lanterns. Right! Yes, sir! Oh! This came out nicely. It's got, I don't know, impact? It does look pretty good. It's easy to tell which of us painted what. Ooh, hello. It's not supposed to do that anymore. I got it here K-pop. You did this bright bit here, right, Callum? And Riddle must have done all the super detailed stuff here, right? Alright, let's test the door once more. Sounds like a no. Oh man, still no luck. The door won't open and the invisible wall remains in place. We'll just have to act out the rest of the princess's routines. Let's see, what's not checked off yet? Cooking, snacking, weaving, ballet, yoga. Also puzzles, darts, chess, pranks, playing the guitar, making candles, and pottery. Easier said than done when we still don't have the supplies on the list the head mage sent out. Oop. Okay, gotta guess who this is gonna be. Given that the chapter title was gotta take a picture, this is Keita, right? Hey! Now there's a familiar voice. It is Keita, and also Lilia. Hey, Riddle! Hi, peeps! Keita, I knew it. You've arrived rather quickly. Oh, hey! I see Lilia's with you. I heard you boys were in trouble and came running. I have to say, though, this invisible wall is rather puzzling. There are still so many things in the world I know nothing about. Oh man, you guys look so different with long hair. And those outfits are totes adorbs. I've gotta grab a pic of this. Can you guys crowd in around the window? A picture? We have no time for such... Sure! Come on, Riddle, Deuce, Jack! Make sure you look at the camera and smile. Yeah, just like that. Say cheese. Jack does not look impressed at all. Not in the slightest. That turned out nicely, though Jack's expression seems a bit stiff. You guys are rocking the long-haired look. I gotta share this with the whole dorm. Seeing Riddle and Juicy looking this cute might just give everyone a major energy boost. Whoa, don't do that! If people see me with my hair like this, they'll never let me hear the end of it. If you do that, I will ensure you pay, Cater. We shouldn't leave Callum and Jack out of the fun. I'll show this to everyone in your dorms. Thanks. Make sure to send it to me too, okay? I want to put it in a giant frame and hang it on my wall. Don't. Who knows what people will say? Your hair's so silky, Callum. Is it all that nice food you eat? I don't know, maybe. Since it's grown out so nicely, you're in charge of the headbanging at our next concert. I don't know how to do that, but okay. Are you guys done wasting our time yet? We're not here for your amusement. If you're just here to tease us, you can go now. Not at all. I heard my house warden and underclassmen were in a bind. So I'm here with KK's favourite guitar. Here, Juicy, I'm passing it through the window. Guitar received, Cater. I don't actually know how to play the guitar, though. Will this still work? KK's got you. I'll give you the rundown, so don't worry. And I'll provide a demonstration of how to work your fingers with this 5-string bass. Lilia, I was under the impression guitars and basses were separate instruments. I mean, you play them the same way, right? Right? I am not musically inclined at all. Oh, sure. One's just got more strings than the other. Oh, this windowsill's quite the comfy perch. Here I go, boys. Watch and learn. Lilia's serenading us through the window, huh? Okay, that's the guitar playing done. How frustrating. I missed a note in the last performance too. Really? I couldn't tell at all. It was fun getting to play with you. Yeah, Riddle, if you missed literally one note, I think you're fine. It took a whole hour just to pick up enough of the basics to play. We're burning daylight here. I need to get ready for the next task. Ooh. Who's this going to be? Look like we came with a good time. time. Uncertain. Looks like we came at a good time. Oh, Ortho. Looks like we came at a good time. There we go. Oh, hey, Ortho, you came too, huh? Yeah, and I brought my brother with me. One sec. There we go. Oh, jeez. You weren't kidding. Is this a penalty game where the punishment is to be locked in close quarters with other people indefinitely? You're going out of your way to prove you're here, having Ortho heft you up to the window like that. What are you trying to get out of this? What do you think? I heard if I came here and chipped in, I'd get full attendance credit in all my classes today. Attendance credit? Oh, yeah. The head mage mentioned he was offering that to anyone who pitched in to help us. Yeah, exactly. Idia's got PE today, his least favourite class. Getting attendance credit puts him that much closer to passing. It's a huge help, huh, Idia? Yep. Yes, that's sufficient reason to explain you making the trek out here. Not sure it counts as making the trek when Ortho's the one carrying you around. TVH, I'd be perfectly happy letting a taskmaster like Riddle stay locked in the library forever. But the benefit of attendance credit outweighed the alternative by a hair, so here I am. You just have to get in a dig, don't you? Come on, Idia. They're already grumpy over the mess they're in. There's no need to kick them while they're down. Anyway, we brought support material. Catch! What's this book? Crossword puzzles. Whoa, and it says these are super difficult. Oh no. I'm bad at crosswords. Then again, if I was trying to do crosswords while in a library, it would probably be easier because I could just grab a dictionary or an encyclopedia or a thesaurus. You could probably find most of the answers inside a library, right? Crossword puzzles are the things where you use hints to fill in words in horizontal and vertical spaces, right? Yeah, puzzles is a very broad term, and the list didn't name any specific types. So, here's the hardest kind we could think of. It's no fun if it's too easy to solve, right? Oh, no kidding! This looks really hard. Can't make sense of the hints at all. Oh! So it's not just a crossword, it's a cryptic crossword. Good luck, guys! I'm not sure I can do much better. I could probably fill in some of these, but all of them? Oh dear, did we make it too hard for you? Come in here and say that! Don't mock us! Dude, those glowers! If you don't think you can solve it, wouldn't it be smarter to ask nicely for another puzzle? Right. We came prepared for this. We've got some puzzles for grade schoolers if you really want. Wow, these two. That's the whole reason you gave us a hard puzzle to start with, isn't it? What a jerk move. Just the expressions on these brothers. Hideo is always a brat when he thinks he's out of arm's reach. Yeah, that's true. You two should have done your research. Ah, is Riddle a crossword expert? Rapid crossword solving happens to be a speciality of mine. I'll have this finished in no time. The disappointment on Hideo's face. I mean, out of arm's reach also works for out of arm's reach. Well, maybe not when you've got magic involved. Didn't recognize you. Okay. You're incredible, Riddle! You just dashed off those solutions like they were nothing. No kidding. Didn't even take you half an hour to finish the whole book. Riddle, what kind of encyclopedic knowledge brain do you have? I'm very impressed. The entire book? As I said, it's a specialty of mine. I wasn't expecting one of the solutions to be a name for a strength training exercise, though. You pulled through for me on that one, Jack. Did you see the looks of vexation on their faces? Sure did. It was great. I'm glad we got through that, but my head hurts after all those crosswords. Ace, maybe? Well, maybe if you put it to use a bit more, it wouldn't get worn out so easy. It is Ace! Whoa, Ace? The rumors weren't exaggerating. You really did grow your hair out. You and Jack look so goofy like that. Ace, they don't look goofy. They look pretty, Ace. Shut up! Did you just come here to mock us or what? Huh? I've got better things to do. You sure you want to talk to me like that? Considering I borrowed this to bring. Oh, hey, isn't that the dart set we use in our dorm room? Yep, got a food delivery from Jamil too. But I'm happy to send it back if you don't want it. Ace, if you take this joke any farther... Whoa, Ace, that's enough of that. Ah, Trey, I see you're visiting as well. Yeah, don't worry about Hartslevel. You guys focus on getting out of here. Sorry, you guys focus on getting out of there. I'm pretty amazed at the long hair looks, though. I almost didn't recognize you guys for a second. You have a food delivery from Jamil? He didn't come with you? He seemed pretty busy handling other arrangements. By the way, this basket's got ingredients for kebabs. He said, stuff the ingredients in the pita bread and add some sauce, that should count as cooking. Ah, that kind of kebab. Jamil had cooking in mind. I did too. The head major's list of items included ingredients for confectionery. I figured that meant you guys would bake sweets, but you can't bring anything too big into the library, right? So I brought some simple cookies. You can spread chocolate or jam on them to finish them. That would count as us making our own cookies? I mean, it's decorating cookies. That's what I think, anyway. You're tired, right? I also brought a tea set, so you can enjoy some warm tea. And of course I brought everything you need to brush your teeth after eating, so don't forget to do that. Thank you. We'll be sure to do just that. Oh, if you're not using heat for your cooking, I guess you won't need this. Trey asked me to bring it from the dorm kitchen. No, we'll need that for something else. Rest assured we'll be making good use of it. It's a pot, maybe? Or a heat... Along with the dart set you brought. Good to hear. Your hair's long like Juice's. Wait, isn't yours way longer than everyone else's? Impressed with House Warden Riddle? You should be. Why are you bragging about it? Am I missing something here? Wouldn't it be hard to do other things with hair that long? Yes, but I can bear with it when I remind myself it will only be like this until we escape. It feels like kind of a shame to cut it after it grew so long and neat. But it's for the best, I guess. Well, Trey, Ace, take care of things for me. Sure thing. Hello, Card. How you doing? Alright, so we've got darts, we've got cooking, and a mystery item. Tea is served, everyone. Here you are, lemon tea with 2 cubes of sugar. Very good. This will honour Rule 339. The post-meal beverage is to be lemon tea with 2 sugar cubes. Do we have to follow those rules too? Not that I mind, I guess. These cookies are so nice and crunchy, and they go great with jam and chocolate. And they're light enough to eat even after having the meal jam all sent. Reading, painting, playing the guitar, eating good food. We've got all the things we need now. We can try out all kinds of hobbies, huh? The story says the witch who trapped the princess in the tower was evil, but that's almost hard to believe. That's understandable. After all, the princess lived her life completely unaware she'd been abducted. I have indeed been eating my carrots. Lots of carrots. Plenty of carrots. Always. That's why my night vision's so good. Wow, really? Yes, the princess was kidnapped before she was old enough to form memories. The witch raised her as her own daughter. According to the tale, her groceries, cleaning supplies, and various hobby accoutrements were all provided by the witch. And since the princess liked to read, the witch must have taught her how to read and write. The princess was given food, shelter, education, and all manner of other things. That's why she believed the witch was her mother and heeded her warning never to leave the tower. Despite her boredom with her day-to-day life and her yearning for the outside world, she must have been a very patient princess if she went that long without doing what she wanted and just listened to what someone else told her. I suppose. Though, if I were to guess, perhaps the princess didn't want to make the witch sad. But it wasn't until a thief snuck into the tower the day before her birthday that she made up her mind to leave. Wait, the thief sneaking in was what did it? What a crazy story. The princess in the tower must have been a lot of fun. Now then, break time is over. The routine items left on our list are weaving, ballet, yoga, darts, chess, pranks, candle making, and pottery. Darts seems like a suitable post-meal exercise. This belongs to a roommate of yours, yes, Deuce? Have you played darts before? Yes, sir. A few times. Oh. Then let's see what kind of edge your experience gives you. I just played a few friendly games with my roommates. I can't promise I'll be any good. Okay, aim for the bullseye in the center. You hit the dartboard. Very impressive. I missed the bullseye, though. Now you try, House Warden Riddle. Me? Well, if I must. Just this once. Aim and... here goes! Huh? Dang, you landed that dead center. Wow, you're really good at darts, Riddle. No, that makes no sense. Hmm? There's something on the ground. It's another dart? Okay, Riddle's ended up on the floor, huh? Or the dart from outside hit Riddle's off target, well, onto target. This has got to be Rook, right? Surely. Bullseye. Nope, it's Floyd. Damn it! I was like, it's someone who's good at shooting. No, it's Floyd. Bullseye. That voice. Floyd? You were so bad at darts, I got a bullseye before you, Goldfishy. Before him? Ah, you're holding darts in your hand. Did you throw one from outside the window and hit the center? Yeah, I felt sorry for Goldfishy since his form was disastrously bad. And all that hair looks so heavy, so I figured I'd help out. Ain't I a nice guy? Feel free to thank me. Who would ever thank someone like you? Leave at once! I guess this'll be Jade then. Are you certain that's what you want him to do? Who is it now? I guess we'll find out in the next chapter. I basically have to keep going, who haven't we seen this event yet? No, that is Jade, right? Because the braid's there. What are you wearing? Here, I went to the trouble of flying all the way up to this library window on a broom, expressly for your group's benefit. Thank you for your delightful reactions. That makes this excursion entirely worthwhile. It is Vargas's headgear from Camp Vargas. But this is admittedly higher than I'd like to be, and hardly sustainable. I think I'll have a quick rest on the windowsill. Where'd you get the headgear, Jade? Let's just say I procured it somewhere on campus. Isn't it fitting for imitating the princess in the tower? In what way? Not a single passage mentioned the princess donning headwear of any kind. Oh, really? There was just such a passage in the book we read. Oh, hey, you came too, Azul. That's great. I wasn't expecting you to show up as well. What's your goal here? My goal? That's a silly question. It's to help you all, of course. Deuce, the aspiring honor student, Jack, ever driven to improve himself. Callum, as generous as he is popular, and Riddle, the top scorer in our year and strict adherent to the rules. When I learned it was you four trapped in the library, I was struck with a realization. He's after all these four owing him a favor. None of you would dream of playing tricks on any day other than Halloween. Yet the request list from the head mage vaguely called for something to play tricks with. It's true that we've been stumped on what exactly to do there. Of course, exactly. Hence why I brought these two gentlemen with me, to show you how it's done. Putting aside whether or not your reasoning is sound, I can't argue with your roster, though I suspect this will give me a royal headache. Jade and Floyd can impart enjoyable lessons on what constitutes a prank. Not to mention I can place all four of you in my debt for virtually no overhead. How could I not offer my assistance? This guy and his wheeling and dealing. Wow, that's all. Thanks a bunch for coming to help us. You're quite welcome. And of course, you're always welcome to come see me if anything ever troubles you, Callum. By the way, what was the book you mentioned reading? It sounds like you found a portrayal we weren't aware of. Before I get into that, would you mind if I sat on the windowsill? It's hard to have a leisurely chat while riding a broom. Especially if you're Azel. Jade, if you could scoot over a bit more. Dear me, I'm afraid there just isn't room. Oh, stop lying. That's better. After receiving word from the head mage, we did some independent research into the tale of the princess in the tower. We turned up a book belonging to a student from the Shaftlands, and it contained several things not mentioned in the head mage's list. This is one of them. What's this? A chameleon puppet? Yes, the story we read claimed the princess performed convincing ventriloquism to appear as though she were conversing with a puppet. I can only hope our pranks and information sharing are of service to you all. Classes have been so terribly lonely without you there to pair up with me as always, Riddle. I sincerely hope you make it out of the library sooner rather than later. You're lonely without me. And since when do we always pair up? Cease making such blatantly false statements at once. You'd better pay up as soon as you're out of here. I don't gotta spell out what happens if you try to stiff me right. You get squeezed. That's what happens. Now, Floyd, don't scare the customers. We'll be taking our leave now. I look forward to seeing you all around campus. Their brooms are wobbling. That's all. Jade, don't fall, okay? Ventriloquism, huh? Guess our to-do list just grew again. So it did. I feel as though the information they brought was the most troublesome trick of all. I mean, maybe it is a prank. It's time to do pottery, is it? Who's gonna bring pottery materials? I've got the wax poured into the candle mold. Now we just have to let it harden. Okay, so we already have the wax for the candles. That takes care of candle making. For our next order of business... Well, it's blatantly obvious who this is. Hey, humans! I know that inordinately loud voice. While you may be trapped in the library, feeble and helpless to escape under your own power, the great Malleus has seen fit to visit and provide his aid personally. Prostrate yourselves in gratitude. I've come in response to the head mage's request for all who can loan and give the items. Seriously, why is this still happening? All who can loan or give the items on this list to bring them to the library. Judging by the fact you have yet to escape the library, it seems I am not late to the party this time. Yeah, at this point it's like, okay, was that cable perfectly fine? Actually, I mean, I assume that we are not getting weird staticky noises this time, because you would have told me otherwise, so I think we fixed that. I guess the other part is like, is it my phone or is it the Elgato? I wouldn't quite call this a party, but thank you nonetheless for coming, Malleus. Upperclassmen should look after their underclassmen, should they not? And I can't help but note your rather long hair, Rosehearts. Has it been that long since the head mage sent his request? What terrible manners I have keeping you waiting for so long. Oh, it's actually the effect of a hair growth potion. You dare to mislead the great Malleus! Stop sowing confusion, human! It's pretty obvious to anyone who takes 2 seconds to think about it. Peace, Sebek. Provide them our contribution. Right away, sir. It's hard maintaining a balance on a broom with this. Hurry and take it, humans. Not so loud, jeez, I can hear you just. Why is this box so heavy? You call that heavy? Perhaps you haven't been training hard enough. Shut up. I just wasn't expecting it, okay? What in the world is inside? Probably a pottery wheel, I guess. Yeah, right? I think this is the only time I haven't pointed this out to Servac in a while. It's like, Servac, one of these 4 is definitely not a human. Or are you blind as well as loud? Clay. Indeed, I was considering what gift I should bring in response to the head mage's invitation. Yep, that was all the words that were on there. So, I'm not even touching anything. Then Sebek suggested pottery clay that would be straightforward for first-timers to handle. And we're probably not using a wheel, we're probably just, I don't know, making a worm out of it and coiling it around to make a pot. I've done that. You should find it easy to sculpt and fire without needing to wait for it to dry. There's a clay that you can fire before it's dry? I would have just brought them air dry clay on the basis that they needed it to be fast. Oh, clay! That sounds like fun! That does give us clay to work with, but how do we fire it? Using flames inside the library would be unacceptable. We need another solution. Worry not. Why do you think I came here? I'm not certain what you mean. I shall complete your pottery with my magic. Isn't pottery usually baked inside a kiln at high temperatures? And you'll do that with magic? That sounds super hard. You're amazing, Malleus. Malleus's magic will finish this pottery. Why, I dare say it should be displayed in a museum as a treasure of Briar Valley. No, of Twisted Wonderland as a whole. You're nothing if not committed to your cause, Sebek. No kidding. Oh, we do have Sebek to thank for getting us clay suited for pottery. I don't see the harm in letting him have the finished product as a token of gratitude. Yeah, not like I want to be in his debt anyway. I can make him a pen holder or something. Oh, presents are a great idea! I should make something for Jamal. I hope you're not all getting sidetracked. Let's not keep Malleus waiting. We should get to work kneading and sculpting this clay. Right. Yes, sir. Pottery, pottery. A bit too hot. Oh no! All done! I made a mug! I made a pot meant to be fired unglazed. This could be used for growing roses. I meant to make a bookend, but I think it turned out more like a simple paperweight. Mine's kind of misshapen, but it could still hold a pen in it. All right, Malleus, if you would, please. Of course. Hand me your creations. I suggest you all keep a safe distance from the window. Here goes. That's a lot of fire, Malleus! Whoa, it's pretty hot even back here. I should think so. No clay is a match for my liege's flames. Something's going to explode, isn't it? Yeah. Perhaps it was a bit too hot. They're pitch black now. It's worse than that. Oh no! They disintegrated, I think. They've crumbled away into soot. Malleus! Malleus, how hot was that fire? Because kilns are very, very hot. My choice of beginner-friendly sculpting clay must have backfired. My deepest apologies, my liege. I'll provide something else right away. We have to do it again? The sun's gotten rather low in the sky. We can't afford another failure. I think it probably counts for it all. You made the pots. Okay. Hey guys, why the long faces? Really? Really? Whatever object in this chain of things is causing this problem? Hey guys, why the long faces? Who do we still have left that we haven't seen? We haven't seen Leona and Ruggy. Definitely not Leona. Possibly not Ruggy. We haven't seen Rook or Epel. Not Rook, I don't think. Maybe Epel. We haven't seen Silver? Is that the full list? Ruggy, Epel, and Silver that we haven't seen? Let's go with Epel. Oh, maybe Sam. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna go with Epel, I think. Hey guys, why the long faces? No, it was Ruggy! No, I 50-50'd in the wrong direction. Hey, sorry, Ruggy voice. Okay. Hey guys, why the long faces? Ruggy! Hey, Jack. Whoa. Malleus? Oh, crud. Talk about the world's worst timing. I'll say maybe we should come back later. I mean, if it's someone who came with Ruggy, I guess it's Leona. I'll say maybe we should come back later. Oh, you're here too, King Scholar. I can't believe my own house warden is flying up here on a broom. Thank you, sir. You can skip the gratitude. Thanks to your screw-up, all I have to do is put in a quick appearance, and I get full credit for the day. Besides, I thought I'd come see for myself who in my dorm would be enough of a doofus to get himself trapped in a cage. Gotta say, Jack, this one is a hilarious mess. This is one hilarious mess. Hopefully you learn more from it than just how to grow out your hair. I appreciate you coming to help, and I really didn't want you to see me like this. Come on, Jack, you're all cute and fluffy. Once you're all out of that, let me know when you're tired of the long-haired look. I'll sell those locks to a wig shop. Yeah, I was wondering if these were going to go to a wig shop afterwards. I mean, it's good hair. There's no point in going to waste. So, good idea, Ruggy. What a calculating human you are! Once again, Sebek. Sebek, have you seen the ears? Have you seen the ears? Not a human. Look, Malleus is very busy at the moment. If you're here to interrupt him, leave. Oh, we'll get lost as soon as we hand over what we brought. Here, Jack. Don't drop it. Got it. Oh, it's... Oh, you brought us a chessboard? Yep. that would make sense. This is Leona. And this is yours, isn't it, sir? Yep, it was the closest one on hand, so I asked if we could bring it over. Are you grateful yet? You brought over one of your own belongings? I'm sorry to trouble you with this, sir. We'll give it back as soon as we finish a game. A whole game, huh? You sure don't sound like someone in a hurry. Did your patience grow as long as your mane? Just move one pawn and hand it back. But we're supposed to properly reenact what the princess in the tower did. That doesn't mean you have to be a perfectionist about it. I mean, man, if they brought us the chessboard earlier, we could have done chessboard puzzles, and then we've got chess and puzzles in one thing, right? Wait, what do you mean by that? The princess in the tower just did stuff to pass the time, not to achieve some specific goal. Oh, that's a good point. If the story described her as a pro chess player or a pottery genius, that'd be one thing. But if the story just says she did a thing, then as long as you do it too, it ought to count, right? It's not like she had any extra motivation like a wage bump or prize money for doing well. That makes sense. And also means you don't have to make more pottery. Guys. As long as you attempt it in one way or another, that's enough. Doesn't matter if it's serious or half-hearted, or if your pottery comes out ash. Hey, how do you know about that? It's rude to spy on others. The air's filled with the smell of burnt clay. It's not hard to connect the dots. Anyway, that's the deal. Move a pawn and give the board back. Later, Jack. Take care of this situation and get back to the dorm ASAP. What an ill-tempered man! But for once, his insights were quite welcome. It never occurred to me that a perfunctory approach was actually acceptable. That's true. Never thought I'd see the day his insistence on doing things the laziest way possible would come in handy. To be honest, between the guitar playing, the darts, and the pottery, I felt I was far from perfect at everything other than the crossword puzzles. We didn't exactly do proper cooking either. How many years would it take for us to get good at all of this stuff? It seems it won't be necessary to remake the pottery. Sebek, let's return to Diasomnia. Yes, my liege. Malleus went through the trouble of helping you personally, so that means failure is not an option, humans. Once again, only 3 of them are human. Great, thanks a bunch, guys. Well, I wonder who's turning up next. With a chapter called Un, deux, trois. I mean, quite aside from the fact that we've figured out that there isn't that many more people that we haven't seen yet. I hear knocking. Right, can I even pull out the rock voice right now? Greetings. No, that's not right. I've heard you're all in quite a bind, so I've come to offer what modest help I may. There we go. Ah, those flowing locks, that graceful chiffon. Beauty! What a delight it is to witness a new side of your charms. You're right. The hair is so long. You can quit staring now. What cause have you to feel embarrassed? You all look positively fantastique. Kellen, your beautiful hair shines like silver moonlight, shimmering across the desert sands. Jack, yours brims with vitality and exudes a supple, raw power that makes me shiver. Deuce, your sleek style with not a hair out of place is so dignified. The mature, refined aura you give off made my heart skip a beat. My rook voice is way off today. And roi de roses, I feel as though I am dreaming when I behold your beauty with that bountiful hair hanging so elegantly over your shoulder. Its colour is more noble than any flame or sun, a rose that makes all others pale in comparison. What a true display of beauty. That's some very passionate praise. And did you both come here just to tell us all that? Of course not. I'd never embarrass myself by talking like that. Here, we came to bring you yarn and needles. Feel free to use them for knitting. Yeah, stop complimenting the hair and get us out of here already. Oh, it's all soft and colourful. Is it okay for us to take the whole skein? Sure. My family made me bring it, but I've never touched... I mean, I've got plenty to share. It's appreciated. So, what's the trick to knitting? I don't know the first thing about it. Well, Jack, your first attempt is going to be terrible. You will miss some stitches and end up with end up with a slightly wonky scarf with holes in it. I'm not exactly great at it myself, but you could probably look up videos on Musicom. First attempt. I would be very surprised if you managed to properly stab yourself with a knitting needle. Well, I suppose it depends on what size of knitting needles you're using. I guess the very, very thin ones are probably quite sharp. But generally speaking, they are plastic and not that sharp, Nick. Sewing, the trick is not to stab yourself. Felting, the trick is not to stab yourself. Both of those things you are going to stab yourself. But knitting and crochet, it should be very difficult to stab yourself. And you could stab your eye out, I suppose. That would be possible if you were really, really clumsy. Then I'll look up some beginner tutorials. Thank you, Appel. Yeah, if we're looking at beginner knitting, it's going to be a scarf. It's got to be a scarf. Well, it's going to be the start of a scarf. Time-wise. Of course. Oh, we've got something else to share with you guys. Vil gave us these yoga mats. He also sent you a link to a video on Musicom that he said will show you the proper poses. And this is something from me. What's this? Ballet shoes? Thank you. I also have an instructional video I used when I first started out, along with the necessary equipment to play it. Did you bring an actual video? Rook? I have no doubt the four of you will dance beautifully. Go on now. Un, deux, trois. So this is where we get a twist tune, right? Brooke's lessons were rough. The yoga works wonders after ballet made me use muscles I don't normally use. It's shown me areas I need to focus on more in my training. Good thing we saved knitting for afterwards. I feel a lot better now I'm sitting down. Practicing the same basic knitting steps is making me drowsy. I've hit the point where I can knit without watching the video. That should make a suitable stopping point. We sewed, we read, we played hide and seek, we did house cleaning, we exercised, we did laundry, we painted on a wall. We learned guitar, we solved crosswords, we cooked meals and snacks and ate them. We played darts, we played some tricks after getting ideas from Lloyd and Jade. We added in some impromptu ventriloquism practice. We made candles and pottery, which didn't end well, but nonetheless. We played chess, we practiced ballet, we did yoga, and we learned basic knitting. I guess we're not getting a twist tune for the ballet then. We've covered every single part of the princess's routine. Surely now the door will open for us. Yeah, surely. I'll give it a try. You guys are forgetting one important thing. Two important things. Two important things. You need a thief to climb into the tower. And you're not actually going to be leaving from the door. It's still not opening. Okay, we're out of options now. No, there's one thing left. It's finally time to use the item Ace gave us. Oh, the mystery item. What item? Oh! The frying pan! Yes, we need the thief to sneak in and hit him with a frying pan. The princess in the tower used a frying pan on a strapping young thief and locked him in a closet. Oh no! Riddle! Everyone! Poor Jack! Poor Jack! I did think his outfit looked a lot more like Flynn Rider's than the rest of them. Me? We've got one more idea. It involves hitting Jack in the face with a frying pan. Poor Jack! Poor Jack! Test this hypothesis. Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna go get some more water and then I'll be back for apparently hitting Jack in the face. Okay, I'm back. I guess it's time for, abusing Jack. Poor Jack. He doesn't deserve this. Man, that sucked. I wasn't expecting to get locked in the library's cramped broom closet. Sorry, Jack, but you're the tallest guy out of all of us. Nothing seems different, but we've done everything we possibly can in the story now. Now the door's got to open. Here goes. She didn't exit through the door, guys. I know the head mage said that you're not allowed to exit through the window, but you're going to have to. Ideally using Riddle's hair as a rope. But if not, we have an actual rope, it's fine. What? Let me try. Nope. Still not budging no matter how hard I push or pull. No luck with the window either. An invisible wall's still there. Are we missing something? Was I on the wrong track this whole time? Come on, guys. Let's go over all the books pertaining to the Princess in the Tower one more time. Right. Yes, sir. We took Leona's advice to get through the princess's entire routine, but perhaps the bare minimum wasn't enough. Should we cook something more properly? I'm still stuck on the pottery. Not only did we botch it, but we botched it so badly it was gone without a trace. I mean, Jack, to be fair, you guys did not botch it. Malleus botched it. If we start dwelling on what we could have done better, we'll be here all day. Deuce, Kellim, are you finding anything? You know, I had a lot of fun trying all that different stuff. But the book says the princess was sick and tired of it all. Maybe we have to do all that stuff until we get totally bored of it. That's a scary idea to say so casually. What's even scarier is the fact that as things stand, I can't rule that idea out. What about you, Deuce? Well, what does this phrase in the book mean again? Let me see. Careful, are you okay, Housewarden? Did you step on your own hair? Yes, thank you for catching me. It's hard to see where I'm walking with my hair in the way. I seem to have tripped on something. What was it? Ah, the rope from Coach Vargas. Rope. It feels like ages ago that we used this rope for exercising. I was shocked when Coach Vargas climbed the tower to one-up the thief from the story. Riddles realised the fact that we didn't have the thief enter via climbing. What is it, Riddle? Coach Vargas put the thief to shame by not using arrows to climb up to the window. Because the window is how the thief entered the tower. Of course. That means... Yeah, it means the princess must have been really freaked out when some stranger climbed in through her window. What a jerk. I get it. So the thief was a really bad person. Jack! No, guys. The point is that the door wasn't the only point of access into or out of the tower. Exactly. I genuinely have trouble believing this, but perhaps the princess escaped the tower through the window. The window? Come to think of it, she did do climbing exercises. It makes sense she'd be able to safely exit out of the window. Yes, and Coach Vargas also said the room she lived in had a really high ceiling, which made it great for daily climbing. Though looking at you boys now, maybe you don't need any rope. After all, the princess didn't use any. Instead, she used her lovingly maintained... Her lovingly maintained... We're climbing out of the window on Riddle's hair, are we? I mean, it makes sense. After keeping her there for so long, the witch wouldn't have allowed the princess to have any rope she could potentially escape with. But a proper tether would be necessary to climb down from a tower so high, so the princess used her own hair instead. I get it now. It sounds wild, but considering it's a fictional story, I can see it. Oh yeah, the story also mentioned that the princess would help the witch get down from the tower too. I remember that well because I was struck by how nice the princess was. She helped the witch get down from the tower, so she would have used her hair for that too, huh? Now it's time for everyone to stare at Riddle. Fine. First, let's test this hypothesis out. Can my hair pass through the invisible wall? How's Warden Riddle's hair and the hand he's holding it with? Both made it out through the window. We've got a plan. Take it away, Riddle. Ready when you are, House Warden Riddle. Please let down your hair. Yeah, all we have to do is hold on to your hair, and we can get out the window. Yeah. Hold it. Uh-huh. Have you forgotten the head mage told us repeatedly not to go out through the window? I can't honour your request until we get permission from the faculty. Yeah, one word for that. Ouch. Yes. That's why I think you've got to... Yeah, I'm not really sure how it worked either. I guess if you tie the hair towards the base of his skull, sort of over that hook, then in theory it won't be his scalp taking the strain? What kind of teacher would go, yeah, sure, when a student has to leave through the window? Coach Vargas! Coach Vargas is fine with us doing this. I've got a viable escape plan. Are you gonna just stay cooped up here instead? We've been locked in here since morning and the sun's close to setting. Soon enough it'll be dark and then midnight will roll around. House Warden Riddle, we have to fly those lanterns before midnight. Please, Riddle! We won't be the only ones in trouble if we don't. This affects everyone. Alright, fine. Look how pretty it is down to. Man, Riddle, your hair is beautiful. Since my hair's been strengthened by the potion, it should be able to let the three of you down to the ground. The three of you, at least. I guess in this case, if Riddle holds on to his hair at the top, then it's not pulling on his scalp. And then Riddle's got to try and figure out how to get down using his own hair. Imagine an image of bald Riddle after they yanked too much. Oh no! Juice down. Jack down. Callum's next. Oops. Callum's down. Everyone's down. Oh, look at Riddle. Look at his face. Riddle, you look adorable. Adorably terrified. It was so fun going whoosh on the side of the tower. I almost wish I could do it again. Well, maybe you can do it on a proper abseiling tower in the future, Callum. I was afraid Riddle's hair would snap, but no. We made it down thanks to that massive success he had with his potion. I expected nothing less. House Warden Riddle's an incredible mage, and he gets top grades in potionology and alchemy. Why are you the one bragging about it? I can't believe the door is still sealed shut, and all we had to do to escape was hang some hair out of the window. Does that mean we didn't need to dress up or work with all those props people brought us? It's also possible we only got out so easily because we'd already dressed up, grown out our hair, and done all that other stuff. I guess there's no way to be sure now. Hey, Riddle! Come on down and join us! Are you afraid of heights? I'm not afraid. I just can't go. I could never break the rules. What? Are you still hung up on the head mage telling us not to go out the window? House Warden Riddle takes rules extra seriously. I knew he wouldn't break them that easily, but jeez. Oh wait, since we made it out, maybe the library's back to normal. If the door opens, House Warden Riddle won't have to take the window route. Please open! No, sorry Deuce, the best Rapunzel is still in the tower. Nope, still stuck. The library's not accessible this way yet. So getting out doesn't solve everything. Guess we'll have to reenact everything after the princess left the tower too. What's left? There's the scene where the thief leads her to town and she dances hand in hand with the townsfolk. Then the scene where she takes the boat out to sea after dark to watch all the lanterns floating in the sky. We could handle the lantern part ourselves, but we'll need at least one other person if we want to dance in pairs. If Riddle refuses to come down, we can just grab some other random person for that. Wait, House Warden Riddle's knowledge and magic have been a huge help to us. We may wind up needing his help again for the next parts. Yeah, besides, we've come this far together. All four of us should see this through to the end. Sure, but if he doesn't want to come down, there's no point in dragging him out by force. Would we force him to dance against his will? Would you two be okay about that? I guess not. It's past sunset now. Riddle's right. If we want to get everything done before the date changes at midnight, we don't have time to drag our feet. Is there any other argument we could use? Ah. Very good. This will honour Rule 339. The post-meal beverage is to be lemon tea with 2 sugar cubes. The rules! Housewarden Riddle might come down if that's what it takes to follow the dorm's rules. Oh yeah, he was talking about the rules when we ate the meal Jamil brought us. That's pretty smart coming from you. So, which rule can we use to lure this stubborn guy down from the window? Let's see. Rules that would be pertinent to the Housewarden. Whoa, that's a ton of notes on one phone screen. With all of them crammed together in that tiny font. No wonder you constantly miss stuff. You have all the rules on your phone, Deuce? It's not easy being in Hearts level, huh? Found something! The croquet game! What about croquet? Housewarden Riddle! What? Don't try to persuade me. I completely and utterly refuse to break the rules. I know you do. If you don't want to break the rules, you have to get Trey to serve you tea. Huh? Oh! Rule 703. Whosoever takes second place in a croquet game must serve the queen black tea the next day. Exactly. We had a croquet game yesterday, right? You need to hurry and get Trey to serve you tea before midnight. Well, in that case, I can call Trey over now and... Hey, how long are you going to drag this out? Even if you call Trey and he agrees to come over, I'll do everything I can to stop him. I refuse to watch you use the rules and as an excuse to give up. It's embarrassing. An excuse? He's right. Aren't you the one that's pushed us this far? It's not like you to shy away from doing what you can do. You're always on top of things. It's not like me. But I'm always correct. Hence I won't resort to any mischief like jumping out of a window. I've made up my mind. I shall never do so. Housewarden, I barely know how to do things in a library without your help. I can't remember the rules without checking the notes on my phone. I've got more shortcomings than I can count. I'm gonna be in trouble without you here. Besides, I can't run off and ditch my boss. Upholding the rules means coming out of the library and helping us finish everything we have to do. Then we can go back to Hearts level and get that tea from Trey. Deuce. I have several issues with how you phrased your argument. Sorry, sir. But you're all entirely right. I am the Housewarden of Hearts level, the dorm based on the Queen of Hearts' spirit of strictness. Breaking any Hearts level rule is unacceptable for someone in my position. And there is technically no school regulation against leaving through a library window. As long as there's no written rule prohibiting it, our dorm rules must take precedence over a verbal commitment. You mean... Yes, I've accepted what needs to be done. He said he accepted it, then he withdrew inside. Let's be patient and have some faith. I'm sure he's just summoning up his courage. That takes care of the preparations. Still, I never thought I'd jump out of a window. I've been determined not to do that again ever since I got caught playing with I've been determined never to do that again ever since I got caught playing with Trey and Chania. Did the princess in the tower feel such inner turmoil? Perhaps she deeply regretted turning her back on her mother. Yes, Riddle. Nonetheless, I have people waiting for me outside. As the House Warden of Heartthable, I cannot betray their trust. So for today, for this moment, you'll understand, won't you, Mother? My worries are still with me. They haven't vanished. But I'm going. It feels great soaring through the air. Wow, Riddle's laughing. He must be having a blast. It took forever to get him down, but he made the jump in an instant. Phew. I'm here, albeit belatedly. Sorry for the delay. We need to make up for lost time. Let's hurry and dance before... House Warden Riddle, hold on. You can't dance with your hair like that. I'll braid it back up. Jack, Callum, help me out. You got it. Yeah, they've got to do what the kids did with Rapunzel's hair and use 3 people to braid it. There, Riddle's hair is all braided up. Now we can dance to our heart's content. So we gather in a circle, perform the dance steps, then pair up arm in arm with someone and spin around, I'm sure the 4 of us can manage. Let's line up and hold hands for... Hey! I don't know who this is going to be. Well, I guess it could be... Actually, we haven't seen Silver yet, have we? So maybe it's Silver. Huh? Looks like we've got another visitor. No, it's Grim. Hey! There we go. Oh, hey, Grim. What are you doing here? We came to check up on you guys while we were hauling stuff. I heard your hair grew out, but I never thought it'd be that long. Yeah, it looks amazing. You think? I hope it makes me look more like an honor student. Mine's so stifling and all over the place, I just want to cut it off. But thanks anyway, I guess. Take the compliment, Jack. I want to run my fingers through your hair, please. Now there's music playing. Yeah, I put it on. It's good dancing music, right? Come on, you two can join us. Callum's gonna dance with Grim, apparently. Oh, Grim and me. Hey, Callum, don't just grab me in Kalla's hands. What's the big deal? The more people dancing, the merrier. We can get closer to the princess in the tower this way too. That's true. What do you say, Kalla? Dance with us? Of course. I don't see why not. Excellent. It's appreciated. I'm glad you came. I was just in the mood for some festivities. So the steps go like this? Your movements are too exaggerated, Jack. Relax and smooth them out. Smooth? I get what you're trying to describe, but it's hard to actually move like that. Don't worry, you're all doing great. Now let's pair off and dance. That must be so much fun. I'm glad we got to dance with everyone. A shrewd businessman. Well, that sounds an awful lot like Azel. Is Azel providing the lanterns? The song's over. That ends our dance time. Kalla, you and Grim made that a blast. Yeah, for sure. But are we keeping you from something else? You mentioned hauling stuff. What's in the box? Lanterns you asked for. We're hauling over all the ones people made at their dorms to the main building. See this one here? The biggest and coolest one? My henchhuman and I made it. And the Pomfiore guys set these aroma candle things in their lanterns. They smell sweet like flowers and fruits and stuff. Makes me want to eat them. That's all well and good. But is that single box worth of lanterns all that people made? The princess saw countless lights floating in the sky. This won't be anywhere near enough to replicate that. I'm sure we've got some competent mages who can make a lot of lights happen in the sky, Riddle. No need to worry. We have plenty of lanterns. Head mage. The students of Heart's Level were especially proactive in lantern making. Were they now? That's my card soldiers. Yeah, everyone really got into it. Plus... Oh, Sam! Of course, that's the businessman in question. Is that all you need, little imp of clubs? Materials to make the lanterns, candles to put in them. Yes, this should be enough for now. Thank you kindly. You're always welcome to come back for more if you need it. Thank you. I'll make sure to buy extra of everything we don't have enough of. This is about what's happening in the library, right? You Heart's Level imps are so industrious. I'll be rooting for you. Sam, I'd like to check out. Sure thing, be right there. Oh, you're just buying sweets in a notebook? Yes, that's right. Goodness, you must not have seen the message from the head mage. He requested all who can loan or give the items on this list to bring them to the library. And the Heart's Level imps are making more lanterns than any other dorm. They're making the most lanterns? So that was about a lantern making competition? I was ignoring it since there was nothing in it for me, but if it's a competition with other dorms, that changes things. Apparently Sam's made it a competition. Go Sam. In that case, Pomfiore should take part as well. It would be unbecoming to forfeit by default. We can crank out a whole boatload of lanterns easy peasy with Ignihide technology. Technology? In case you need a reminder we're an arcane academy, you can easily whip up lanterns with magic. Oh, so this is why our Vice House Warden messaged us to report to the dorm immediately. I figured if there was trouble, he'd have things well in hand. But if other dorms are competing, that's different. I want lantern materials. Alright, thanks for your purchase, little imps. He's making bank off of this. And that's what happened. I see. So Sam fanned the flames of dorm competition. He's certainly a slick businessman. Who knew the same competitive spirit that usually causes so many problems would actually come in handy for once? Yes, everyone was quite motivated. Though ultimately it deteriorated into students so determined to fly the most lanterns, they started stealing ones from other dorms. Hence why Kalla and Grimm are hauling them to the main building. Jeez, you two got older messes to clean up. Head mage, may I take the lanterns Kalla and Grimm are carrying? The princess journeyed to the outside world to see those mysterious lights, the lanterns sent up by so many people. And on the day she achieved her dream, she also lit a lantern and sent it flying, in some depictions. Ha! So you wish for your group to take part in lighting the lanterns as well? Yes, sir. We'll still need to get the rest of the school to send up lanterns to properly reenact the story, of course. Kalla, Grimm, will you help us? Yeah, sure. I'll show you what a future great mage can do. I am not trusting Grimm with sources of ignition. I'll handle the matches and lighters. Thank you both. That takes care of the lanterns, I suppose. Oh, yes, you asked me to secure you a boat, right? Yes, sir. Were you able to? You can rest easy. I went around begging and pleading and finally found someone willing to loan us a boat. It's the latest, greatest, and most comfortable of classy craft. Goodness me, it's all the good karma from my kindness paying off. It could be. What a relief. Now we can reenact the final scene of the story. The boat is docked on the wharf on this map. Let's see, this must be it, circled in red. That's pretty far from the school. Buses aren't running at this time of night either. We'd better hurry. Oh, what if we take my magic carpet? We could use brooms too. None of the books made any mention of the princess in the tower flying. I don't want to botch the plan after coming this far, so perhaps it's better we travel by land as she did. Wait, by land? What's wrong, head mage? Well, you see... The condition for borrowing the boat was that we had to give it back by 7 p.m. at the latest. Oh, 7 p.m? That's just an hour from now. Uh-huh. Oh, is this where Silver's now going to turn up, being the only person we haven't seen yet? If Silver brings us horses, maybe we can make it. Although I guess the question is, beyond Riddle, how many of the rest of them can ride? We want to reach the wharf, take the boat out, watch the lanterns, and then take the boat back to the wharf. I don't have time to stand around talking. Let's make a dash for the wharf. No, he should be arriving momentarily, as long as he didn't nod off en route. We are getting silver. Who's coming? A riddle. I'm so glad you made it, Silver. I dozed off during practice. Sorry I didn't provide anything on your list. I'm late to the party, but it's nice to know I can still help. I'm truly relieved we got in touch. You're just about the only one capable of leading this moody horse aside from myself. Vorpal, I need your help. The horse's name is Vorpal. No, that's not a horse noise. No, that's not quite right either. I don't think I can do a horse snort noise. Sorry. I don't think I have the right kind of nose for it. A horse? Wait, is this one from the Equestrian Club stables? Yes, this is Vorpal. This horse and riddle have done quite well at equestrian competitions. I asked Silver to get Vorpal ready just before I made my jump from the tower. That's what you were preparing. That explains the weird delay. The story features a clever, dashing horse that goes to great efforts to rescue the princess from the witch's evil scheme. Well, I'm sure that together you and Vorpal can surmount any obstacles. I'm going back to the school building to send up lanterns with the others. I'll be rooting for your success. As the rest of you might gather from our conversation, my plan is to travel ahead to the wharf using Vorpal. I'll send a magical signal to the school once I arrive. You can start sending up the lanterns as soon as you see it. All right. Make certain to be punctual, Rosehearts. Our school's reputation is on the line here. I wish I could take the rest of you on Vorpal's back, but... It's okay, sir. I'm the one who's sorry I can't ride with you, but you've got this, boss. We'll catch up. We've all been in the same boat so far. Might as well see it through to the end. At the very least, these two are track and field athletes. They can probably run it. Callum is the the only one who's possibly not got this on land. We're counting on you, Riddle. You've got this. After getting help from me and Kalla, you better not screw this up. Go get that boat! Give Callum his magical carpet. Well, yeah. Right, I'll get there as swiftly as possible. Let's go, Vorpal! Show me your fastest gallop! Oh, that's fast! He'll be at the wharf in no time, right? We couldn't match that speed even at a full sprint. Riddle made a smart call for sure. Okay, let's follow him. Right. Maybe Jack can run well while giving Callum a piggyback. Probably won't slow him down that much, right? Forest. Deuce! Jack! Wait up! Nope, apparently Callum gets to run too. Come on, we're running out of time. You gotta power through. Easy for you to say. You and I are used to running thanks to track and field club, but Callum isn't. He needs a quick break or an easier pace. But if we slow down, we won't catch up to House Warden Riddle. What do we do? What else? We run on ahead on our own. What? You want to leave Callum behind? He knows where we're going. Hey, you can make it to the wharf on your own after you rest, right? Sorry, I don't know the way at all. Are you kidding me? The spirit of Jamel. Jack knows how bad this will be if he lets Callum get in trouble. If we go off on our own and Callum gets lost, that's gonna create a whole mess of trouble. Plus, an honor student wouldn't ditch their upperclassmen, right? I want to catch up to House Warden Riddle, but I'm sure he'll do just fine. Callum and I will catch up. Jack, you go on ahead. Wait. Yeah, Jack! Jack! Turn into a wolf and carry both of them on your back. If Jack turns into a wolf, will the wolf be extra fluffy right now? Does the hair growth carry over? I knew it. It's faint, but I smell something sweet. It's gotta be the aroma candles Grim brought. You can smell them? I don't smell anything. Really? We're still doing this? Okay. I'm a wolf beastman. I've got a better nose than you guys. If I can smell the candles, the wharf must be close by. Let's forget splitting up and take a shortcut instead. Callum, keep pushing a little longer. Once we're through these woods, we'll be there. Oh, I wanted to see an extra floofy Jack wolf. Ooh, so here's another Trist tune, Countless Lights. So we're going to get to see the pretties in a Trist tune, huh? Chapter 18, Countless Lights. Oh, that's the signal from Riddle. Let's get these lanterns up. Right, if anyone has trouble magically lighting these, don't force it. That's what we have the matches and lighters for. These candles have thin wicks, so aiming can be tricky when you're not used to casting spells. It's all about doing this fast, right? Maybe us freshmen can bang this out faster without magic. Kalla, give me one of those lighters. Sure, I'll trust Ace with fire. We'd better hurry, too. It's time to fill the sky with all the lanterns we made. Yes, sir. Man, can't believe I got dragged out twice today. Let's get this over with so we can head back. Yes, sir. I don't know why you're complaining when you stand to gain the most from the attendance credit, Leona. But oh well, end's in sight now. Oh, is that the wharf over there? Thanks to that shortcut through the woods, we made it here way faster than we planned. Props to you, Jack. Props? No, that doesn't matter. What's going on? I saw Riddle's signal when we were cutting through the woods. Look! There are so many little floating lights. The guys at school started sending them up after seeing the signal, huh? The horse is tied near the wharf, so I guess Riddle's gone without us. Will he be okay by himself? Housewarden Riddle will get it done, guaranteed. Wow, the lanterns were flying behind him with magic as well. The music is close to At Last I See the Light, but not quite. Aww. Man, that's beautiful. So many lanterns. So many lanterns. Now to light the last lantern, that would be the one from the library. Flames come forth. You caused us no end of trouble. Now off with you. Back to where you belong. My goodness though, what a spectacle this is. Countless lights floating through the sky. So this is the sight that made the princess in the tower break her promise to the one she believed to be her mother. A dream you can't help dreaming, even when it's against the rules. A longing so powerful it drives you to action. I wonder if the day will ever come when I encounter something that turns my prior life upside down like that. Ooh. What was that? Was that the lantern going home? The sky flashed! It's the same flash we saw in the library this morning. Does that mean what I suspect? Hello, Head Mage. Roseheart speaking. Rosehearts! As soon as the sky flashed, the library door started opening normally again. The invisible wall is completely gone as well. Everything's back to normal. Now all that's left is to return the boat by 7. Make certain to come back to school as soon as you can. He hung up on me before I could get another word in edgeways. Hey! Riddle! Kill him. Ah, Deuce and Jack as well. You came on a magic carpet? Yep, those lanterns you sent flying were super pretty. It made it easy to locate you. Did you get the call from the head mage? He says the library's open again. Yes, I did. What a relief that is. We did it! I'm gonna throw a party to celebrate once we get back. Your theory was right all along, House Warden Riddle. You're a genius. As long as we get the boat back by 7, this will be a rousing success. Give me the oars. I'll row. I'll help. You did your part and then some, House Warden Riddle. We'll make sure the rest works out. I was going to use magic to speed things along, but since you're offering, I think I'll take you up on that. Today was so hectic, I admit I'm a bit tired. Then ride on this carpet, Riddle. The view of the lanterns is gorgeous from up here. You did great, House Warden. Make sure to rest up once you get back. I can't do that. I have my daily routine to uphold. And have to make sure you finish your assignment. Oh, yeah. But before any of that, let's all enjoy a nice hot cup of tea that Trey's going to serve us. As House Warden of Heartslevel, I must adhere to the rules. That's the whole reason I took the plunge into the outside world. And we are done. Deuce has officially joined my roster. So has Callum. Oh man. I so wish I could afford to pull for Riddle because he's so darn pretty. Aww. But I can't. I have to save for Ernesto. I have to save for Ernesto. I will resist. Yes, I need that fox. Right, anyway. We're done. So, thank you very much for watching. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Yes, I don't have anywhere near enough to pity. So yeah, must resist. Maybe on a rerun. Maybe when it comes around for a rerun I will have gems to spare. And maybe I can obtain an extremely pretty Riddle. We'll have to see. But yes. Thank you very much. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule for the channel is up both on social media and on YouTube in the posts tab of the channel. Wait. Did I put it on YouTube? It's not on YouTube right now. I will fix that after the stream. The next scheduled stream is Wednesday, 7 PM to pick up our playthrough of A Route and Variable Barricade. We have our first level 1 barricade board to finish up. And then however much of the next one we can do. So I hope to see you then. Or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming. And this is Kalla signing out. See ya. Bye bye.